So in August, I reviewed the Tin HiFi T2 Pro. It cost $59, beautifully made, great sounding headphone. And now it's time to do a follow-up with its slightly more expensive brother, the T3, which is $69. It looks remarkably like this. Those are machined earpieces. There's a silver-plated, oxygen-free copper cable. Very, very supple, really beautiful. This is a $69 headphone. It sounds wonderful. Now, a couple of years ago, if someone put this headphone in my hands and then I put it in my head, I'd say, this is a nice $300 or $400 headphone. This is $69. It's phenomenal how far affordable headphones have come. And, I review all price ranges on this channel. I recently did a heads up on the new Klipsch Cornwall, which is $6,000 a pair, and I'm going to do the $9,000 a pair Pure Audio Project Trio 15 Classic sometime in November. I want to cover all bases: $69 headphones, $9,000 open baffle speakers, the full range of what's out there. The stuff that's too expensive for you, don't watch it. It's okay, it won't hurt my feelings. But you should get a taste, see what's out there in the world. Maybe someday you'll hit the lottery and you'll want to buy expensive audio. You'll see why I did all these reviews of expensive products. But seriously, there's a market out there for all sorts of things, and that's why I cover such a wide range of products. Probably wider than anybody? Yeah, maybe. But anyway, for this, speaking of more expensive, for this T3 review, I compared it to the T2 Pro and also a more expensive headphone, the FiiO FH5, which is $260. I'm putting them up on the screen right now. So that's the FH5 on the left. In the middle is the T3, and then to its right is the T2 Pro. But they're all great sounding headphones, and if you can afford the difference, yeah, I'll give you a spoiler alert. The FH5 is a much better sounding headphone. I'm going to be raving about the T3, but I don't want you to think like, okay, that's all I ever have to spend is $69 for a headphone. I wish. No, spend more money wisely. You can get a better sounding headphone. As for the fundamentals, well, okay, so it's a hybrid design with a 10 millimeter dynamic driver, which basically does the bass, and a Knowles balanced armature driver that does mid-range and up. It has, the impedance is 16 ohms. As I said, it has a silver-plated copper, oxygen-free copper cable, braided, supple. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, like I said, everything about the presentation of this headphone is first class. For the bulk of my review, I was using it plugged in to my iPhone 8 using the Apple 3.5 millimeter to Lightning dongle. But I also stepped up for all the headphones and also used my phone with the AudioQuest Dragonfly Red. That's $200 DAC/headphone amplifier. I'm putting it up on the screen right now for you to get a gander of what that looks like, and that sounds a lot better than the phone. So if you're leaning in the audiophile direction and you just want to get things sound better and better and better, getting something like the AudioQuest Red, and there's also a $100 version of the AudioQuest Dragonfly called the Black. So for not a lot of money, you can get better sound out of your phone. That's no big deal. As for music and what this thing sounds like, well, I listened to this beautiful recording that I got turned on to by Don Darko on his YouTube channel, and it's by, I think, a woman, Cody Hi. Now, the thing is, I can't find out anything about Cody Hi. I don't know if Cody Hi is a person, is a band. I don't really know. But I think she's a woman. I'm getting that impression. But nothing concrete has been revealed. Anyway, it's mostly a solo piano recording. Very, let's say, minimalist. Sort of has a Bach-type overtone to it. But it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous recording. Big, spacious. Piano tone is fantastic. The T3, I listen to the T3, I think, that's it. I'm a happy camper. I kind of got this covered now. It doesn't There's nothing I feel wanting from the sound of this headphone. Not bad for 69 bucks. That's for sure. I also played another artist that I learned about through John Darko, and I do know that it's a woman, and her name is Gudrun Gut. She does very processed recordings, a lot of, she's German, it's very German sounding, a lot of bass, but textures, space, ambience, all kinds of good things going on in there. She's made a lot of recordings, and I'm putting up the one that I used mostly for this these listening sessions, and the bass was so solid on the T3. Now at this point I switched back to the T2 Pro. T2 Pro kind of pulls it back, scales it back. It's less low, less dynamic, less space. Similar, very, very similar, just less of everything. Worth $10 extra? I'd say. So if you didn't get around to buying the T2 Pro from my rave review, take the plunge now for the T3 for 69 bucks. Brittany Howard, you remember her from Alabama Shakes. She's got a new solo album out called Jamie, and I don't know if she's ever going to get back to the Shakes, but for now, her new solo work is more diverse sounding than her previous recordings with the Shakes. There's just more different kinds of arrangements, different instrumentation. She did a track with Robert Glasper, it's kind of an electronica loop sound that's really good, but there's also quiet tunes, very acoustic tunes. She's spreading her wings, let's put it that way. And again, the T3, just, again, no complaints. It did it all. Except, yes, if you want to spring for 260 bucks and get the FiO FH5, everything gets more better, absolutely, positively. But just putting this in context, I'm not ever going to tell you that the T3 is the end of the world and that's all you ever need to get. If you're an audiophile who's always searching for the better thing, there are better things. And of course, there's better things than the FH5 as well. But in the context of this review, talking about the T3, damn, it gets it all right. So I think my work here is nearing completion. My name is Steve Guttenberg. This is the Audiophiliac Daily Show, and it comes up kind of daily, 5 or 6 days a week right now. And so check back often. Check out the playlist. There's playlists for headphone reviews, for speaker reviews, for interviews, and music, recommended music. It's all there in the playlist. Check them out. And you can follow me on Twitter at AudiophiliacMan. If you got this far, check out the Patreon at patreon.com/audiophiliac. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.